very little in this hobby more beautiful than a freshly malted Grammostola pulchra. My adult female has just malted and she looks absolutely amazing, but that is not why we're here. This is episode 7. That's right guys, welcome to episode 7 of If You Could Only Keep 10. Just a recap, I'm asking YouTubers if you could only keep 10 tarantulas, what would they be and why? But before we carry on, I have an important announcement to make, which is that Francis Lee broke the rules. That's right, Francis had 11 tarantulas on his list of if you could only keep 10. Outrageous. So his list was C. schmidti, C. albostriatum, I. mira, H. maculata, P. murinus, P. erminia, T. blondi, B. auratum, C. versicolor, C. rite, that's 10, and then he added
Catapalma olivaceum,
which makes 11. So Francis, you're a very naughty boy, but I'm going to let you comment below with which one of those tarantulas you're going to remove from your list so that we can have an official 10. So if you watch this, that's your challenge. I'll be coming after you for it, so be warned. Right, with that out of the way, we'll move on to new wondrous things. We have the fantastic Michael Jacobi sharing his list of 10. Here we go.
Hello, this is Michael Jacobi, publisher of Arachnoculture magazine, former editor of the Journal of the British Tarantula Society, and author of Animal Planet's pet care library book, Tarantulas. I'm coming to you from near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Thanks very much to Martin for inviting me to take part in this collaborative video project. I am to choose the 10 tarantulas that would be in my collection if I could only keep 10 species. Creating such a list is a daunting task. I kept and bred tarantulas for nearly 40 years and 4 years ago completely retired. I no longer keep arachnids or reptiles, so my list will be a bit different. You could look at it as either my favorites from the past or the only 10 I would choose to keep now if I were to build a small collection again. My tarantula interaction today is limited to tarantulas in the wild, and my list will include a few that I've been fortunate enough to observe in nature around the world. I am best known for breeding arboreal species, especially Poecilotheria and avicularian species, but I will kick off the list with 2 favorite burrowing species before focusing on my beloved tree-dwelling tarantulas.
Begin with a species that should be in every collection. In fact, a communal group of these social tarantulas is a must for all keepers. Gorgeous and fairly laid back for an old world theraphosid, Monocentropus balfouri ranks high. Next we have Harpyptera pulchripes, a species that I was the first to breed and first to bring into the USA. I have a video on my YouTube channel that tells the incredible story of me obtaining and producing this stunning African tarantula. I'll have Martin add links in this video's description. It's quite the tale of arachnocultural history. At number 8 we have our first arboreal. The Biropora suratama is a beautiful tarantula that until recently was in the genus Avicularia. It has an amazing ontogenic shift in coloration with strikingly colored young that gradually lose their blue and other vibrant hues with growth. I believe I was the first American to breed this species as well, certainly one of the first few. Although Poecilotheria rufilata has a longer leg span, P. ornata is much heavier bodied and I consider it the largest of the pokies. I have had the privilege of finding this amazing spider alongside Guy Tansley and Paul Carpenter in the Macindowa Forest Preserve in southwestern Sri Lanka. Pseudoclamorus burgessii. I was the first American to import and breed this species, which at the time was known as Tabapenius species Columbia. New taxonomy transferred it to a new genus and established it in the subfamily Salmopeinae. Another Columbian species that I had the honor of first producing at the same time is Avicularia species Columbia, a large and gorgeous species with glimmering bronze, silver, and purplish hues. The mature male is bright purple and the young are black and gray. I love all of Vix, but this is a great representative for the purposes of this list. There are many Southeast Asian arboreal species I adore, so I am left with choosing the best spider from the group. I recall when Flamingocylus everetti was extremely rare and I only dreamed of being able to acquire one. I paid dearly for the first to come into the U.S., and now this species is firmly established in arachnoculture. The allure of rarity might be gone, but it is still a breathtaking species that will always top my list. I wrote an article for the Journal of the BTS detailing my breeding efforts with Picistopoma. These somewhat small avicularians are fascinating. In these images you will see how dorsolaterally flattened the carapace and abdomen of this species are, an adaptation for seeking refuge in bromeliads in the harsh xeric caatinga habitat of coastal northeastern Brazil. More colorful and less flattened than Picistopoma brahmalicola, becoming the first American breeder of the spectacular P. rufinigrum was one of the honors of my career. Look at the dramatic color change of the female from subadult to adult. At number 1, we have my favorite tarantula, Pisotherius fusca. Here you will see a wild spider from the alpine forest near Newarlia, Sri Lanka. I wrote an article on the two forms of this spider from drastically different environments and why I suggest it as two species. Please see the links for the paper. In the hobby, keepers distinguish a lowland and highland form, but in truth what I was privileged to observe with Guy and Paul were different spiders. Regardless, the pet trades highland form or anything called Piso fusca has always been the jewels of my tarantula collections. I'll close with an image of me beside the true Piso fusca as found in the dry lowland monsoon forest near Kandy, Sri Lanka. Thanks to Martin, and thanks for watching.
Oh my word, what an awesome list. Oh, those photographs are so good. Michael's seen some really amazing species, and I can't thank him enough for taking the time to put this awesome video together. If you're new to this channel and you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications of future videos, comment below, I'd love to hear from you, and of course, hit the like button so that other people like you can find this video. It is such a pleasure for me to introduce the next person who's going to feature on this series. She is creating waves in the tarantula community in the UK, turning into something of a national celebrity, and just such a great ambassador for the hobby. I am, of course, talking about the amazing Princess Sophie Pink. If you want to know what Princess Sophie Pink's 10 tarantulas are that she would keep if she could only keep 10, then you're going to have to keep watching this series. In the meantime, you guys take care, and I'll see you again.